I've been really into doing my own manicures. I feel like I'll always do a pedicure at the salon just because I like the ritual of like soaking my feet, putting my AirPods in, listening to a podcast, like multitasking a little bit. And I can't do a pedicure myself as well as like a nail technician could, but I have found through practice that I can do a manicure really well. Not as good as a nail tech, but decent, comparable. I have been obsessed with Funny Bunny by OPI. It's like a very classic color, I feel, and you just can't really go wrong with it. So I have been doing Funny Bunny manicures for a while now. But my setup is Olive and June here. I have the Olive and June gel kit. Here, I'll show you there's the little gel house. I don't know what to call it, the light. Um, but anyway, so I'm doing my nails. It's currently Thursday. I have a business trip to LA that I'm taking on Monday of next week. So I'm hoping this manicure can maybe last for the better part of a week. Love traveling to LA, specifically Costa Mesa. That's where our office is. I love it. I mean, LA is not somewhere I would ever want to live, but it's a really fun place to visit for work for me. And I love being by the ocean. I love going to Erewhon and La La Land and all of the like vibey, cute LA places that I see all over my TikTok that we don't have here. Actually, we do have a La La Land here, but it's like a half-hour drive, so I don't go too often. But I just love getting to visit the Costa Mesa office. It's really fun. And I love my team and my job so much. I'm gonna vlog my business trip next week, and I think in that vlog, I'll get into a little more about like what I do, my career, what my career trajectory has been, because I constantly get a ton of questions about like what it's like working for a corporate travel company and like the perks and benefits. And there's so many perks and benefits. It's the best job I've ever had. I want to be working here until I retire. I love it. So like 100% favorite place I've ever worked, favorite thing I've ever done. I actually have a lot of travel coming up. I'll put on the screen all of my locations, but off the top of my head, I'm going to Frankfurt, Germany, Johannesburg, South Africa, London, Sydney, Australia, Japan, Toronto, Lithuania, and then Manila in the Philippines. That's all in 2026. And all of those trips are business trips except for Frankfurt and Japan, but I'm tacking those trips onto my business trips, if that makes sense. So, like, on my way back from Sydney, Australia, I'm going to go to Japan. And on my way to Johannesburg, I'm going to Frankfurt. So, that's another thing, like, I want to talk about more on these vlogs is like how to take advantage of business trips. If you're someone who gets to travel for work, you're so blessed. That's awesome. But I feel like a lot of people don't take advantage of the opportunity. Even if you're traveling in the country, like if you're going to a new place you've never been to before, like extend the trip, like try to see the cities that you're traveling to, or like if you're getting to travel internationally for business, take advantage of being across the world and like go somewhere fun. I'll talk about how I plan my own trips and like how I tack on personal travel to business travel because I think there is definitely an art to it. Um, to finding like really good deals and making the most of your trips. I actually use ChatGPT a lot for like helping plan itineraries. I'll tell you guys the prompts that I use. So that's been really helpful. I also like go to TikTok a lot and I'll just type in like what to do in Frankfurt, Germany or whatever, and I'll watch like a ton of videos and get a sense for the city and like different things to do. But yeah, I don't know. I just like there's so many different ways to approach it. But if you're someone who travels for work, I would highly recommend like tacking on personal trips. So yeah, I will take you guys along next week as I go to Costa Mesa. I'm just there for Monday night and Tuesday night. I fly in Monday kind of later in the day and I fly home Wednesday. So I'm really excited. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm dating a pilot. His name is Chris. He's a private jet pilot. He's my favorite person in the world. I'm so in love with him. and we are getting engaged this spring, so I'm excited about that. I don't know when exactly it's happening, um, but we've been talking about it, so that is on the horizon, which is super exciting. So that's like a fun update. But yeah, so he's a pilot and he's currently gone right now. So his schedule changes every like month, but he'll get his schedule usually like a month in advance. And he'll be gone for like 5 days, home for 6 days, gone for 3 days, home for 4 days. Like sometimes he'll have like longer stretches at home. Like I remember last summer he had like a 18-day homestay where he wasn't working. So yeah, I work full-time remote, like from home. So there are quite a few chunks of the month where I'm here by myself. But honestly, like as much as I really do miss him when he's gone, um, I kind of like having the place to myself sometimes. I like having my alone time. I feel like I recharge by myself, and I've just always sort of been like that. So a lot of people will ask me like, "Oh my gosh, like how do you deal with, him being gone so much?" And I'm like, "I'm chilling. I mean, I miss him. It would be awesome if he were home more, but like I love that he loves what he does so much. He's so passionate about his career. He's so good at what he does, and I love watching him just love his career and love what he does and get to show up to work and be so excited about it. Um, so from my perspective, it's really easy to like support him because I love him so much and he loves what he does so much and he loves me so much. And yeah, it's just like, it's an amazing relationship. I also want to do a vlog about just my relationship because I genuinely consider myself to be the luckiest girl in the world with for so many reasons, with so many things, but especially with my relationship. Like, I think I found a unicorn. Like, Chris is so wonderful, and I could just rant for hours about how much I love him. So, I do want to do a vlog about like how we met and like, all that stuff. So, I'm sort of just like brain dumping on you guys right now, like what kinds of vlogs you can expect from my channel. So like career stuff, relationship stuff. This is purely a lifestyle vlog, so I'm never gonna like niche down to just one topic. Um, but yeah, I would love to talk more about Chris. But anyway, the whole reason I brought that up is I am leaving on Monday. He returns on Monday. And so we're gonna miss each other. Like we might even see each other at the airport, which is kind of funny. Um, but then I'll be back Wednesday. So we'll have a few nights together before he flies out again. I am going to paint my nails and then I'm going to um organize my closet. I have to change the sheets on our bed and just do some like chore stuff. So I'll take you with me as I sort of just um do that. And then I do have to get back to work. I'm on my lunch break right now and I just had a quick bite. I had my leftover tacos from last night. I did not film that cuz I forgot. But yeah, I'm on my lunch break right now, so I will take you with me as I finish my little chores and stuff. That's another reason, like, I just love working from home so much because I really take my lunch breaks at home and I'm able to get a chore done, take a walk, have a quick bite, whatever. And it's so nice to be able to do that. Like, if I need to switch my laundry or if my dogs need to go out or if I need to empty the dishwasher, like it's so nice to be able to do that at home. So I'll take you with me to do a couple more chores after this. And then I want to do a couple deep work blocks. And I know everyone has like a different idea of what deep work is or like how to be super productive when you have project work. But for me personally, I like to do 90-minute like sprints where I don't have any technology except for my work computer and I'm listening to like focus music. Um, and I'm just working straight through 90 minutes. I like set a timer. I have also used what's called the Pomodoro method in the past, and the Pomodoro method is basically like productive 20-minute work sprints, and then you give yourself like a 5-minute break every 20 minutes. And while I enjoyed the Pomodoro method for some tasks, I feel like it sort of threw me off having like breaks every 20 minutes. I feel like I work better when I just work straight through a longer period of time. So that just works better for me, but if you're someone who feels like you could benefit from the Pomodoro method, you should give it a try. If you look on YouTube, there's a ton of like Pomodoro method timers that you can use too. Um, I personally just type into YouTube like 90-minute timer and I just pick whatever video comes up. But yeah, um, so I'm gonna do a 90-minute focus sprint. I have a ton of stuff to do for a sales training that I'm launching soon. So I have to do that. I also have to send a few emails and align schedules for the Australia trip that I was just talking about. So I have to reach out to my team. And I also have to plan some fun stuff to do in Johannesburg with my team. I have a team that reports to me out of Johannesburg, and I really want to bond with those folks while I'm there and just spend as much time with everyone as possible. So I'm in Johannesburg for a week, so I need to find like fun things for the team to do. Um, Maybe some dinners. We were looking at a safari too, which I think would be super fun. I've never been on a safari, so I'd be really excited. But yeah, so I have that to do, and then after I do a deep work block, I have a couple more meetings, including a leadership meeting with all of the leaders that report to me on my team. I started like a book club with them, which I think is super fun. And so we're going to be talking about our first book, The Let Them Theory, and then we're going to be kind of just going round robin, giving each other updates, making sure everyone is across the various initiatives, because when you work on a global team, I have found it can be really challenging to keep everyone aligned. And so I'll talk more about this in like my career video, but one of the things I really like doing is having things that glue you together, like a book club or like a leadership meeting or just something that's regular and recurring that kind of forces you to sit down with each other for a little while. I don't, I shouldn't say forces because we all want to. We all work really well together and really love each other, which is so awesome. I have the best team in the world. I told you guys I was the luckiest girl in the world, and that's one of the reasons. So, anyway, I'm going to finish my nails, and since it's probably going to be a pretty boring process, I'm not going to film the whole thing, but just know that this is not an ad. Olive and June does not pay me to say this, but I really love Olive and June. The learning curve is definitely curvy. Like, I was not very good at it the first couple times, but I watched a couple YouTube videos, and overall, I feel like I've saved hundreds of dollars doing my own nails, and they turn out really well, and they last, like, maybe not as long as a professional job would, but they last pretty long. I think my longest Olive and June manicure was 2 weeks, so, you know. Nails are done. I think they turned out pretty good. My nails are so short. I've been like anxious biting them, which is so bad. I need to stop doing that, but they're so short. But I kind of like short nails. I feel like short nails, not only are they in, but they're so much more practical, especially if you type on a keyboard all day. Like, I don't know. I personally don't like long nails for that reason. And also, long nails for me get caught in everything, and also food gets under them. And there's nothing that icks me out more than like food under my nails. So anyway, my espresso's ready. I'm going to go start my deep work block. Also, why not give you guys like a little office tour, since this is the first time I'm really doing a vlog in general, first time showing my office. I love my office. It's so peaceful. There's Lady. She really thinks this is her chair, which it totally is. So, but this is my chair. I got it at IKEA and I have never been more in love with a piece of furniture. It's so nice. The material is so nice. I feel like it's really giving like Nancy Meyer's home, which I love. I just love the design of it. So cute. The rug is from Target. I really like it. I wasn't initially thinking I'd get a rug with any pattern on it. Like I was thinking of just like a basic color rug, but I actually really enjoy this and I think it works really well with the chair. And this is Lola's dog bed, of course, for when she graces us with her presence. My favorite thing about the office, though, is just the view. We live in a really beautiful little neighborhood um, with a bunch of houses and the quarry, I think that's what they call it in the middle, or the preserve, I think is what they call it, is like right outside of our house. So we're constantly hearing the most beautiful bird noises, and there's like little ducks, and I think even an otter that lives in the little water there. So that's like my favorite part. But, and this is my desk. And I really love my desk. It's so joyful, colorful. I actually just switched out my keyboard. I had like purple colors and now I have like nice pinks for spring, like little pastel colors. Even though my desk is pretty cluttered, I will give you a short desk tour and I will do an updated one in the future when it's not kind of messy. But my best friend Danielle got me this like really beautiful ornate paper clip for my birthday to put on my documents, so I love it. And she also got me this incredible gift. I'll show you how it looks in a book, but it is like my custom library book stamp, and it says from the Library of Caroline Maloney. I will show this to you. Oh, you can kind of see here. Hold on. This is what it looks like on my books. It was just like the most thoughtful gift. Like I was blown away. She got this for me for my birthday, so love. This is my planner. I have been using the Still planner. They did a collaboration with one of my favorite influencers, Kaylee Stewart, and I had to get this when I saw it because I knew that I wanted to start writing more out by hand. So I've been loving this planner, and I also monogrammed it. Obviously, I've been really into monogram lately. That's one of my ins for 2026. I always have a lip gloss and my blue light glasses on hand, and I also have hand cream and more lip glosses here, so that's a must. And then I just got this card set because I'm writing thank you notes to everyone who came to my birthday party, so I'm going to do that this week. And this chair, which I'm sure I'll get questions about because it's awesome, it's an ergonomic chair, or at least that's what it said it was. I actually had a coworker tell me this is not an ergonomic chair, but it's really cute and it's very soft. It's like plush and comfortable, and I really like it. And then, of course, my little vibey keyboard that I love so much. I have sticky notes and a little organization system for chords. And for some of the colder months, I have a mug warmer so that I can keep my like hot coffees hot. And then I have this mic. I think I got this, I want to say maybe Amazon or Target. And it's pretty good. I really like the quality of it. I use it when I run like training calls or pretty much any meeting at this point. I just use my mic for. And then this is my little ring light to like light up my face when I take meetings. And this is my monitor that I put like focus music on when I'm working. I think it's a game changer to have two monitors on your desk if you don't already. And then this is my work laptop, and I really like this case that I got for it from Amazon. So I can link that, but it's really cute. It has like a nice little subtle pattern and it's lovely. Lola's here. Lola. Lola's our little senior dog and she's a skinny mini. But we just took her to the vet and everything is fine with her. She's just old and losing weight because she's old. Hi. Hi. Are you a happy girl? Are you a happy dog? Are you a happy girl? Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's a nice girl. That's a very good girl. Hi, Yola. Hi, Yola. She's such a sweetie. You might be wondering, are the books organized in any specific kind of way? And the answer is kind of yes and no. I put like my Rebecca Yarros books over here, like Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, etc. And then Brimstone, which I still have not gotten to reading, and I really want to, I put here. And I have Quicksilver somewhere, I think. I should, at least. I thought it was on this shelf, but I guess not. And then these are books I got in Dublin when I was visiting Ireland, and I just wanted to put them on display. They're so beautiful. So that's kind of the theme of this shelf. And then this shelf is like faith books and personal development. This shelf is fiction with an emphasis on scary books, I think, was my vision for this shelf. And then this shelf is my Lightlark and Touch of Darkness shelf. I have these like special edition Lightlarks here. And again, oh, here's Quicksilver. Okay, I found it. This shelf is also more like romantasy, like dark romance. Same with this one, I think. Romantasy, fantasy, and some like seasonal books too, like books for fall and stuff. And I have like board games on the lower two shelves. And then this shelf is like faith books continued, and some like history books too. This is my Harry Potter shelf. I have my Harry Potter Barnes & Noble collectibles with the sprayed edges, which I really like. And this is my little bookmark. This is like a 3D printed bookmark case, which I got on Amazon, which I really like. It's very cute. I keep all my bookmarks in here. And same with these two shelves below. I would say these are mostly fiction, seasonal books. Like we've got the Laurie Gilmore trio here, which I love. Very much guilty pleasure. Such a sucker for those books. And then some more like scary books for like spooky season and fall. I'm just gonna pick like a new podcast to listen to or some YouTube playlist or something like that. I kind of want to listen to the Sarah J. Maas interview, the Call Her Daddy interview. I don't really listen to Call Her Daddy anymore, but I did see that Sarah J. Maas was on, and I was so excited. So I do want to listen to this. So I'll put this on while I work. I'm going to do my 90 minutes focus block with this.
Thank you. What are you in LA for? I'm only here to be with you. You're the only reason that I would actually come to Los Angeles.
Do come here often. I just want to say, spoilers could happen in this episode if you haven't read all of the series. So I would just beware. Don't come for me on social media if you talk about things that you're like, what do you mean? Like, just prepare yourself.
You guys have had plenty of time.
I'm sorry.
Plenty of time.
Very true. Okay, you are the best-selling author of
One thing I didn't want to neglect to share is this aromatherapy pot. I got this at Barnes & Noble. It's called Feelin' Anxious, and it's a little aromatherapy inhaler by Madison and Green, and it's so good. Basically, like, the premise or the idea behind this is like, oh, when you're feeling like stressed or anxious, you just open it, and this is like the part of the pot that you sniff, and it's got this really wonderful scent to it that sort of instantly calms you down. And I'm sort of curious, like, what the scent is. I can't find anything on the label, but it's really, really good. I would highly recommend this. Nothing could have prepared me for how much I was going to absolutely love this keyboard. It is so creamy and vibey and just so fun to touch. I wish you could like feel this. It feels so good to like type on this. I feel like it makes me more productive. So that's a plus. Hello, I just finished my deep work block, so now I'm going to change the sheets on our bed. This is something I try to do every week, but I've been pretty bad at it lately. But I read something recently where it talks about like the dead skin and like germs and stuff that builds up on your pillows, and I was like, huh, no wonder my skin's been looking rough. So I'm trying to change my sheets once a week. So I'm gonna do that now, but I'll give you a little room tour when I'm done. These are my like must-haves for sleep. This Manta sleep mask, which like fully lets you blink inside of it so your eyes don't feel like claustrophobic or like they're being pressed down on. And then one of my best friends got this for me for my birthday. It's like a weighted eye mask. And I personally like to spray some lavender on it and just like drape it over my eyes when I'm taking a nap. Also, I'm laughing because this was up for my 30th birthday, and I also have my like balloons that say 30 that are still up. I'm gonna take these down, but I really like this. I said to Chris, I was like, I feel like this could become part of our decor. I don't think he's opposed, but I think I will take it down. But I'm definitely keeping it. I'm saving it for the next time I have a party because this is really funny. Let's party, but only till 9 p.m. Whenever it's 4 p.m., like on the dot, the dogs start crying, freaking out, wanting their dinner, even though they're not supposed to get dinner till 5. I've been very lenient with them recently. So normally for my dog's dinner, they get spot and tango, and we do wet food for Lola and dry food for Lady because Lola is a senior dog and she doesn't have all of her teeth, and so it's like a little harder for her to chew the dry food. And Lady is only 5, so she has all of her teeth. But I'm actually currently out of the spot and tango. I have more shipments coming tomorrow and then Monday. So I have a backup food for them, which is Hill's Science Diet. But Spot and Tango, they're not sponsoring this video, I wish. It's been amazing for the dogs. They love it. And I've noticed improvements in behavior, digestion, all that good stuff. So I would high key recommend Spot and Tango if you're a pet parent. love their food. They just love it. So normally at around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. or really whenever I wrap up work, I do a yoga with Adriene YouTube yoga flow, and I've been doing the same one every single day for a couple weeks now, actually. It's the 22-minute yoga to feel your best. I'll link it here somehow on the screen. Um, I'm obsessed with it. It goes by so fast. You get a full body stretch. You even get a little core activation. So it feels like a little bit of a workout, but nothing too strenuous. And it's, in my opinion, just the perfect way to break up the workday from the rest of your evening. So I'm going to set up and do that now.
Through today, like are you kind of shifting forward with moving from to sit up tall? Are you starting to notice the benefit of your daily practice kind of start to pay off here? Wink, wink. So just notice, when I first started practicing, it's hard for me to talk about it, but that it was really difficult for me to sit up tall in meditation, and now I feel much more at ease. So wherever you are, just lean and notice. And then let's all close the eyes down. Just soften through your fingertips wherever you are. And we're going to big breath in, stretching through all four sides of the torso, the front, the back, side to side, reach, reach, reach. And then on your exhale, you're going to send your right hand to your left knee for a twist, seated twist here. Breathing down into the belly. Again, that directional breath. As you breathe in, and then think of the breath coming up and out through the nose as you exhale. Start to hug the lower ribs up and in here. Again, still pressing into the tops of the feet. Beautiful. Neck is nice and long. Gaze is straight down. So we have this nice, engaged, active tabletop position. We're going to put into the test by curling the toes under, inhaling in, and exhaling, lifting the knees, letting them hover. You'll start to feel your low belly turn on. Upper arm bones still rotating out. We're breathing here. We're starting to find that shake, that prana, that sensation that reminds us, oh, we are alive. Hey, well, we're here for 3, 2, knees to spear, all 1. Uncurl the toes, drop the belly, open the chest. Cow pose. Breathe in, soften your gaze or close your eyes. Really feel what work with our bodies and how we see ourselves. So just be kind. Here we go. Plugging that left femur in, shifting gears so we can find that way. When you're ready, inhale, left hand, both feet.
So I have this really beautiful bowl from my mom. It's like clay and it has like a woman carved into it. It's really beautiful, but I've started putting all my makeup into it. I don't usually do a whole lot of makeup like in the morning in general, but this has made it so much easier for me. So I'm not like wrestling around through drawers. I really like this approach. And then I kind of just put it back in the bowl, however it naturally fits. And then this is my fan that I use for, like when I need my makeup to dry or like set. I got it at the airport. It's a book fan, which I'm obsessed with. So I just really like it. And then for my skincare, I actually found this at Target. It's really nice. It looks so much nicer than it is, / like so much more expensive than it was, but I really love it. That was my great grandmother's. I've had it in my bathroom for a while. I stole it from my mom's house, but yeah, I really like this skincare organizer rather. It's really cute. It's tripping me up that it's still so bright out and it's like 6:30 because I'm just so used to the sun setting earlier, but we just had daylight savings. So, but it's dinner time and I am going to make something super quick and easy. I just really don't feel like cooking tonight. And I'm not really one to meal prep, so I don't have like a whole lot of stuff I could just like easily whip together in the fridge. Maybe meal prepping is something I should look into. I know everyone always tells you how beneficial it is, but for me, I work from home, so I don't usually need to grab something super quick, but tonight I'm just not in the mood to cook. So I'm probably just gonna have like a frozen meal, but I'm not too sad about it because I'm not super hungry anyway. And like, I actually really like my like frozen pasta meals. So I'll probably just do one of those. And then I am gonna take my Zepbound shot. One of the things that I haven't talked about yet, obviously this is my first vlog, so just haven't gotten to it, but I am on a weight loss journey and I am on 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound. I've been on Zepbound since October 11th, and I have lost 48 pounds, which is crazy. So encouraging, so wonderful, and I'm really proud of myself because on top of being on Zepbound, I've taken up jogging and daily yoga, daily movement just in general. And I'm really proud of myself for that. Sorry, I feel like I'm like not emoting right now, and that's because I have my mask on and it keeps like slipping, but I'm smiling. I'm really happy with those results and I'm proud, I'm happy, I'm so excited to lose the next 48 pounds. And then um once I reach my goal weight, my doctor will probably have me like microdose Zepbound for a year or two. I'm not totally sure. But we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, I'm really happy with my results in my weight loss journey so far. But that being said, I am taking a shot tonight. So if you're not a fan of needles, I will warn you ahead of time, like when I'm taking it, because I know some people really don't like needles. I'm not going to like show you me taking the shot, but I'll show you the needle itself just for anyone who's curious. But I will give you a heads up, like needle trigger warning, because I know not everyone likes to see that stuff. So, but yeah, so I'm going to take my shot probably after dinner. I usually take my shot at night. That way, if I do have any side effects, I usually sleep through them. But yeah, I can talk more about Zepbound if that's something you guys are interested in. Just like let me know in the comments if you want to hear more about my weight loss journey or my journey with Zepbound in general. But on the note about like cooking and stuff, I do just want to say I cook a lot. So if you like cooking content, I really enjoy cooking. So does Chris. And so when he's home, we cook a lot together. And I'm definitely going to be cooking way more. So not every night is going to be like a sad, lazy meal. Tomorrow night, for example, especially since it's a Friday night and I don't have like a crazy day tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna make a really delicious salmon dish, I think, or maybe a pasta. I really want to make Tuscan salmon. I love Tuscan salmon, so I am gonna make that tomorrow night. So stay tuned. Later in this vlog, you will see some cooking content. I know I didn't really do any cooking today because I kind of just had leftovers for lunch, a protein shake for breakfast, and now I'm doing like a frozen meal for dinner. But normally, there's a lot more cooking going on around here. So if that's something you're into, that's what you can expect from these vlogs as well. This is gonna be dinner tonight. At least it's got some good protein in it. That's good. This one's kind of heavy. I've tried a couple of these flavors before. I think this is the only one I haven't tried. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan, but I was willing to give it another try because the flavor seemed pretty like basic. You can't really go wrong, I hope. So I'm excited to try these. And then I didn't even know this existed. I have been trying to get more fiber into my like daily nutrients, so I feel like this is pretty good. So I'm gonna mix these two together and put them in a little bowl and then take it to bed because I'm going to watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I could not be more excited to watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives in bed. And one of my best friends got me this for my birthday. It's like the cutest little boot cup. And I'm going to make, oh, that's not. I'm going to make my night nectar in this. If you don't know what night nectar is, I am about to change your life potentially. Night nectar is so good. So night nectar is this magnesium L-theanine powder, like tart cherry powder, that you drop into your water. It looks like this. It was formulated by a company called Goody Naturals, which was co-founded by one of my favorite influencers, Gracie Norton. I've been following her for years. And she put me onto this, obviously, in one of her like podcast episodes. So I have been drinking one of these every night for over a year now. They have changed my life along with my sobriety journey being really helpful for like my sleep quality. I attribute my good sleep quality to this. And my Aura Ring proves that I have amazing nights of sleep. I get crowns for sleep. I filled my boot up with some crushed ice and water. So I'm just going to show you how to mix this up. It's so easy. You just kind of rip it open, pour it in. You can put this in water or I know some people like to mix it with like a sparkling beverage, but you can kind of do whatever. Oh. So these are my nighttime non-negotiables, pretty much everything on what I like to call my little wellness tray. But I will sit down and show you guys. I usually set up this tray, or like, I guess it's a little side table. I usually set it up about like 90 minutes before I want to go to sleep, and maybe 2 hours before I want to go to sleep, depending on how much I want to do. Tonight, obviously, as I told you guys, I'm watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives while I do some of this, but I just wanted to kind of take you through what all I usually do in the like 90-minute to 2-hour period before I go to bed. First up in my nighttime non-negotiables, I already showed y'all my night nectar. So I always have my night nectar. And then I always like to do some type of a calming craft, just something to take me off of my phone and get me present with my body, my mind, whatever that may be. I feel like I've just been showing you guys everything I got for my birthday in this video, but another one of my best friends got me this coloring book for my birthday. So it says Caroline on every page, which is so cute. And then I have my nice like watercolor markers that I'll use. So that's, oh, I'll keep the cap off. So that's one of my nighttime non-negotiables, is doing something to calm me down, put me in a very zen mode. Another nighttime non-negotiable is usually between 30 and 60 minutes of reading. So it sort of depends on the night. I'm right now reading Mistakes We Never Made by Hannah Brown. I am loving it. And I was showing you guys this earlier, but this is my book stamp that my best friend got me. Look at this. It says From the Library of Caroline Maloney. So I stamp all of my books with it. I usually wait till I'm finished reading them to stamp them, but I was too excited. So I know I'm going to finish this one anyway, so I stamped it. Next up is my heated red light gua sha. This one is super cool, so I'll show you here. I'll open it up for you. It's super cool. So when you turn it on, it's warm, like it becomes warm all around this gold part. And then red light kind of shows up around here. Here, I'll show you. Whoops. Look at that. You can kind of hear it. So it gets warm and there's red light. It's super cool. Oops. So I always do this before bed. It just really helps with my jaw tension. I have really bad jaw tension to the point where you'll probably notice in my videos, but my jaw actually like clicks open and closed. And so, yeah, this has been really helping with my jaw tension. And then the next non-negotiable is just blue light glasses. I'll usually have these on or another pair on like at all times. But especially at night, I really try to put my blue light glasses on if I'm going to be playing my Switch, watching TV, scrolling my phone, like whatever on my laptop. So I need to get better at wearing these during the day too, but yeah, these are non-negotiable at nighttime. And then I have my little like skincare bin here. I have a lip mask that I usually do at night. This Ultra Repair facial cream if my skin is feeling like a little extra dry. And then this is just really good lotion that I like to put on my hands at night. And this is the Skinny Confidential mouth tape for sleeping, which I've tried a few times now. I always like it when I try it, but I kind of freak myself out because I think I'm going to feel claustrophobic. So I just have to remember that I actually like it. And then my red light mask, which I try to do for 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening because you're supposed to be consistent with it and that's how you see results. So I will be doing my red light mask probably while I read because I've noticed that when I try to do it when I color, I can't see as well when I color because the eye holes are kind of funny. But yeah, so those are pretty much my nighttime wellness non-negotiables. Okay, I wanted to share another. It's not a non-negotiable, but it's definitely something that's really nice. You kind of can't see it too well, but I have this like heating pad massager on my lower back right now, and it has little massage balls that kind of go like um around and around and around. They kind of like knead out your lower back, and I will link where I got it from. It's just from Amazon. I had gotten it for Christmas and it's fully turned into mine. So I've been using it like pretty much every night lately because my back issues have been a little bad recently. So I will link it, but that is what I'm doing right now. This is my vibe. I have my red light mask on, my little back massager going. I've got my night nectar, my big red light here for when I do my reading. And I'm watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, so I'm really in my element, I would say.